Hi everyone, welcome back for another tutorial in my Introduction to Python course. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, which is the for loop. So let's go ahead and get started with that. In order to get started with the for loop, we need to know exactly what it is by definition. So a for loop basically takes each one of these values and iterates through them and until the end or the last value. So, for example, it's probably easier for me to show you than to tell you. So in order to write our for loop, we could say for num in nums, or nums, with a colon, print num. And so basically what this is going to do is it's basically saying that for each num or number in numbers, we're going to, and I'll go ahead, just for simplicity's sake, I'll spell it out. So for number in numbers, I want it to print each one of these numbers within this list. So let's go ahead and print it. And as you can see, it prints out and it stops exactly at the end of our list. If I wanted to print or say for our letters, for letter in letters, I want it to print each letter basically. And it's going to go ahead and do that. So A, B, C, D, E. I don't necessarily have to say letter. I can easily say anything. I could say for I in letter, print I, and it'll literally print the exact same thing. But for simplicity's sake, we normally just say num or letter. Now there is a such thing as a nested for loop, which is basically a for loop within a for loop. So if I wanted to do that, let's go ahead and do our nested for loop. So for number in numbers, and then instead of, writing our print statement like we did beforehand, we can just say for letter in letters, colon again, and then we can print. And instead of just printing, a statement, we could say number letter. And our output will be this. So basically what this is doing, as you can see, it is iterating through each number, but before it goes to the next number, it iterates the letters. So for 1, it goes A, B, C, D, and E. And you can see that right here. A, B, C, D, and E. And then once it's done iterating through the letters, then it goes to the next number. And it repeats the process until it's over. And so you can actually, if I wanted to print hello, and let's not forget to put it in quotes, it'll literally do the exact same thing. So this is, these are 25, right? 25 iterations. It'll do the exact same thing. It'll print hello 25 different times. And I'm scrolling kind of fast, but it's 25. I'm going to also introduce another word that is important in Python. And we can actually say range. So range, for instance, if we want to use it in a for loop, we'll basically say this. For I, remember I introduced I earlier in the video. For I in range of 0 to 10, or let's just say 1 to 10, colon, and I want to print I, or let's just say Yeah, let's just go ahead and print I. If I do that, you can see it prints I 9 different times because it starts from 1. But what if I started at 0? What'll happen now? So it prints 0 to 9, and that's actually 10 numbers. There's another thing that we can do as well. We can implement the len function, and len stands for length, and I'll show you how to use it right now. So let's say we want to iterate from I in range of the length of numbers. If we do that, we print it. It prints from 0 to 4, which is 5. And basically all it's saying is it's calculating the length of the list within the variable numbers. So it's not counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What it's counting is the length of this list. And the length starts from 0 in Python. Remember that. So, you know, there are 5 different numbers here, and it goes from 0 to 4. All right. So that pretty much sums it all up for our for loops and nested for loops. We already talked about, of course, range and len. Next, we're going to talk about if statements, if else statements. We're going to also talk about while loops, which are very similar to for loops in a sense. And I'll show you how to do those in the next video. So thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment down in the comment section as well. It'll definitely help the channel grow. I'm trying to put as many Python videos, art videos out. And so, you know, be sure to subscribe and share this video. All right, see you in the next one.